Okay, now we're going to learn our black key chords. So every black key has two names. This note is the note that is higher than C, so we're going to call it C sharp. It's also the note that is lower than D, so we'll call it D flat. So the way to kind of remember flats and sharps, the way I remember them is like a flat tire goes low. So flat goes lower than the note and sharp goes higher than the note. Okay, so every note, C sharp or D flat, D sharp or E flat, every note has two names. Now in church music, some of the notes will be called one thing more often than others. For instance, this note right here is almost always B flat instead of A sharp. So some of them will be interchangeable and some of them will almost always be one. Okay, so if you're trying to figure out the black key chord, you're going to play your thumb on the bottom and then you're going to skip two black keys and play the next one, and that's how you find your top note. Okay, so in the middle you've got your three fingers somewhere in there, and that's my major and that's my minor. So once you get the outside of the chord, the top and the bottom figured out, usually the middle note is pretty easy to find. Okay, so this would be D flat major, D flat minor, or C sharp major, C sharp minor. Okay, so same thing, I'm going to go to this note, E flat, and I'm going to skip two black keys and play the next one, and that gives me the outside of the chord. And then I'm going to put my middle finger down, major, and minor. So in that case, we have the white key is the major, the black key is the minor. Okay, we'll go up to this note, we'll call that G flat, and we skip two. Play the next one, and then I'll play a middle finger. So that's the major, G flat major, and then I lower it to the very next note down for the minor. Okay, and then here's A flat or G sharp, major and minor, and then just like on the white keys, B was the rule breaker. Same thing with B flat. So we're gonna call this B flat, and instead of a black key on top, we're gonna play that white key. So normally we would go to that, but we're gonna go to that one right there, and then there's our middle finger, B flat major, B flat minor.